Hi, this is Dr. Deepa Shetty here again, and today I'm going to address yet another topic on mental health. But before that, let me introduce myself. I'm a homeopath and I've done diploma in my health psychology and counseling in diet and nutrition. I've done a couple of things on energy healing called pranic healing. Now, this all I'm trying to give you a background because I believe in holistic approach towards any disease condition. Anything that is not at ease in your body or mind, it has to be approached in a very holistic way so that whatever is incongruent with you can heal you. That's what is myopathy is all about. It means which believes on a very underlying basic principle that is something which is similar to you always cures you. So, in that, why I am dealing with the mental health topic today, because in my clinic, in our day to day interaction with patients, the most important thing which makes them ill, or the things which they make them ill, is mostly because of their emotions. We in homeopathy, we give importance to mind a lot, because whatever is your emotions which are not in balance, which are not in harmony, which are not channelized in a right direction, do form so much of energy that that energy can make you physically ill too. So this is in a very elaborate form, in a very descriptive and explanatory way, in a very good form, is been addressed by Louise in a book called All Is Well, or You Can Heal Your Life. Where you can understand that how every emotion can make one part of your any part of your body ill. So that's why I really want to address on this, because I believe in proactive health management, that you all can manage proactively your health in a way that you will never face this issue of getting ill or disease or anything. We all can manage our mind, we all can take care of our body, and we all can manage our emotion in a way that we don't fall ill at all, because most of the disease out there are lifestyle oriented. So it's very important that you take care of your diet, which I have addressed earlier about how what kind of diet can make you healthy. Now I want to address about what kind of thought process can keep you healthy and make you fit and fine, so that you don't need a doctor like me ever. So taking that from here, today's topic is about acceptance versus tolerance. We all know what is acceptance, we all know what is tolerance is, but I think none of us know how to differentiate them. Are we tolerating our life, or are we accepting our life? So let's understand that. Acceptance comes from a very loving zone. I accept because whatever is the situation, whoever is the person, I accept that because I feel it's okay. That person, however he is it's okay to be. The situation, however it is, it's okay to be. I am not resisting it, saying that why the hell is this happening in my life? Why is this person like this? There's no resistance there. There is an acceptance of that person, of the situation, and that's why you move ahead. There is a lot of way to move ahead without any resistance, and that's why your energy is not lost in it, because you're not resisting. So acceptance comes from a very loving zone. Acceptance comes from a zone where we accept like this, then we don't withhold our love. Whatever it is, however it is, we don't keep our love inside, or we don't withhold our love, because we are a very loving being, and because we're accepting. That's very important out here, that acceptance gives you a freedom to be you yourself. Whereas tolerance comes from a very defensive stand. It's come from a judgment that I can't change this person, I can't change this situation, so I'm tolerating. So there's a lot of judgment out there, and there's a reason for you to tolerate is because you can't change. You prefer to tolerate than change anything in your life. And also, sometimes we prefer to be, I am polite to everyone in the family because I don't want any kind of fights. I want a harmony out there. So there is a tolerance comes from this whole thought process that I can't change anything about the whole situation in our life, about anybody, and that is why there's a lot of resistance, and then we are cribbing and we are tolerating everything in our life. That takes a lot of energy, and that does make you lots of time. It's raining very nicely out there. I think you all can hear it. So that's why we end up being a person we don't want to be, a uh, very sad, very irritated person out there. So tolerance is coming from a judgment. Acceptance is coming from love. Acceptance comes from your loving self. acceptance comes from your authentic self, whereas tolerance comes from a very frightened personality out there, and acceptance comes from a perceiving external power which we want to put on others. When I say that, it means that tolerance comes from a very a personality which is fearful to face the challenges of life. Since it's challenging to change anything in your life, you tolerate. So you have to recognize that it is coming from a fear, and when you recognize that, you will be able to accept yourself very well. When we tolerate others, we tolerate ourselves also the way we are. When we accept others, we accept ourselves also the way we are. So that gives lot of energy for us to love ourselves and love others, whereas tolerance gives a lot of resistance that I don't like this part of me and I don't like that part of that other person also. So when we try to move our journey from a tolerance to an accepting personality, we move from a frightened person or from a judgmental person to a very from a judgment to a gratitude, to a person who is thankful to whatever is there in the life, and it's okay to be whatever it is. It doesn't mean that acceptance doesn't mean that you are going to be passive and you are going to take everything that comes in your life and just allow things to step on you. It doesn't mean that. It just means that by accepting, I'm choosing love, and when I'm tolerating, I am choosing being fearful. I'm choosing fear, and I am choosing being a person who is not ready to change anything in the life. So when we say to move from a tolerant personality, you really have to recognize that fear inside you and understand that uh, that fear comes from a reasoning, and that fear comes from a zone where I don't want to change because I'm fearful to be in another uncomfortable zone. It comes from a zone where I don't want to experience pain. Sometimes it is important to experience pain. It is important to face the challenge. It is important to go through that pain so that you liberate yourself and you can experience a blissful you, and you can cultivate the habit of having that blissful view inside you. When I say that, it means like sometimes it is not able to have a last word in an argument or in a strength of power. It's okay, you can experience that pain. It is not important to be always be a powerful person out there for others. It is important to be a powerful person out there for yourself, being a loving person, being a person who can love and accept yourself and love others also. You are more powerful than anybody out there. So saying that, I think you all can understand that how important is acceptance, because it really liberates a lot of energy to move forward and be yourself a loving person, and how important it is that you don't remain as a frightened personality or a personality with fear, and allow with experience of your life to make you the person you are, and help others or inspire others to be the person they can be, rather than should, I would say they can be. That gives you also a lot of satisfaction, others too. You sometimes have to tolerate a lot of people in your family members because you don't like some part of them, but it is unavoidable. So it's better that we accept them. It's okay, whatever, however they are, and we love ourselves, love others in a way that they would be inspired to change also. So, saying that, keep loving yourself, also others, and stay healthy always. Stay tuned. I'll be back soon. Thank you.